Okay, here's the second prototype of my miniature portable 3D printer, and this time I've decided to go for the XY table being down here and gone with this little bit bigger slide on top, and then the dual slides on this piece of scrap aluminum I found that is from some old printer or something. And this piece of borosilicate I happened to cut off for my other video where I did the tutorial on how to cut boro. Happens to be the exact perfect print surface. If you can see, when you move it fully, the edge meets right in the center of that bar, so that means you can print to the edge completely, and then you have about the same amount of travel this way, perfectly across that table. So that piece of glass is how big the build surface is going to be. Not that big, but this is supposed to be a portable bot. And, you know, this thing glides like butter. I mean, if I tilt it, you can just see it glide. You know, so yeah, this will be so easy to drive. It feels like it's not even attached. It's pretty awesome. And then, of course, I'm going to use this set of screws over here to bring a piece of T-slot up and at an angle and bring it angled over into the center here to hold the extruder, and then I'm going to move the extruder up and down for Z and leave this Y table on the table, the XY table on the table, and then that way this like kind of arm that's going to hold the extruder and go up and down can be detached for travel when you store it. And I might go buy like one of those little silver James Bond gun cases and build this thing in there, or like an RC remote control case that has, you know, looks like the James Bond case on the outside but has all the standard cutout felts inside. And I might build this thing into the case, so you open the case and your like power supply and electronics are on one side and the little printers on the other side, and then the gantry that holds the extruder will be on the side with the electronics, and you bring that out and bolt it on. That's all you have to do to start printing. And you'll have a little, I don't know exactly how big this is. I think it's about, say, 5.5 inches by 3 inches build area, and then I'm going to make it about at least 100 millimeters or 150 millimeters Z height, because why not? You know, if I've already got this small of a build area, I might as well make it tall. So it might even be 5 or 6 inches tall, because you'll be able to take the 45-degree kind of gantry that holds the up-down slider for the extruder. You'll be able to take that off and lay it down in the case for portability. So this is going to be pretty cool. And then I'm actually going to use these NEMA 11 linear steppers with a Delrin nut on them for the actuation. So, you know, this will get mounted under here and get mounted right there, and you'll be able to, you know, it'll be able to move the table by pushing, you know, by twisting its lead screw. And then same thing for going this way. I have 2 of these, or I got these little smaller linear steppers that are really powerful too, and I have some 18-inch long lead screws for those, so I can cut them to exact size and use that to push the XY table around, as well as lower and raise the gantry that'll hold the hot end and extruder. And I'm going to have to come up with some tiny little extruder for this thing. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this XY table, and it's going to stay this way. So here is the beginning of the end of this little bot, and I may even go ahead and mount this thing on a 6-inch square plate of carbon fiber G10 type material, because it looks pretty cool and it will give it a stable base there. So there you have it. There is the beginning of, I don't have a name for this bot yet, but it's going to be ultra portable, and I'm probably going to power it off of a 12-volt LiPo battery for a remote control quadcopter that's got quite a bit of juice, and then that way you can totally take this thing with you when you go to fly your quadcopters or whatever, and print replacement propellers and replacement parts in the field so you don't get grounded while you're out there for a whole day. I think that would be rather cool. Or take this thing camping with you and be able to print a spoon or a fork or a butter knife if you didn't have it, or you know, all that kind of fun stuff that goes along with having a printer this small and portable. So anyway, over and out till the next installment.